Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Gunko Guns here, still rocking the beard, and let's be honest, my hair is looking absolutely majestic. Jealous, Fabio? I think so. In today's Palworld video, we're diving into the full base tutorial. I know I've been promising you guys on how to build my base. Today, I'm going to show you every step on how to create new Mandalore for yourself. So, grab yourself a little drinky poo, settle in, and let's get to building. All right, thank you guys for being here. I very much appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. So I'm going to do a really quick flyover so you guys can kind of see what it looks like, and then we'll go over on how to actually build it step by step. And if that is not enough for you guys, if you're still having some issues, let me know, and I will completely destroy the entire build here, and I'll rebuild it from scratch for you guys to see like that. But it should be pretty easy to follow when you understand all the different steps and things like that. So anyway, so here is the view from above. Again, as you see, it is two bases put together and using the sakura trees as kind of like the the ambiance in the background. It also has right here, if you see, it has the oil refineries because that's really what we wanted. It has every other node in here as well. So the only thing that this base does not do when you put two of them together is the new fabric option, because there are no nodes here for that, but you can again put that in the other base over there and just kind of use this as your main. So if you look over here, I use this base on this side as a breeding center, as well as all my, ranches and things like that, because they don't give you any XP. There's a reason for that. We'll go over here in a second. And then the main base over here is literally everything else. As you see, it has every node, like I said, it has all the production right over here. It has all the food, all the electricity. That way it is always running 24/7. And on the top here, it has your three main productions as well. So it has literally everything that you need in this little base. It looks amazing. I know I've been promising you guys how to show you how to do this. So let's start off with the base foundation and we'll go from there. All right, guys, let's kick it off. For some reason, I lost the entire production of my map. I'll try to figure that out later. It's not a problem. But this is, again, located right over here by the cherry blossoms. It is the Sakurajima Island, and this is the location of the very first one. I'm going to try and give you the full coordinates. It is -590, 247 for like the first base. I'll show you an easier way to actually find it. So if you come over here to those coordinates, you will see this tree right over here. And what you want to do is you pretty much want to kind of have it right in the middle or just sort of around that area. And you want to put 4 of these foundations down like this. The reason for that is you want to make sure that these over here, these oil refinery, those little spots are within your area. If they are outside your area, it's not going to work because you have to put these inside. That's the main point here. You want to make sure that your area or your base here has both of these little spots inside it, because again, those are very important. As you see, I pushed this one as far as I could up, etc. We just want to make sure that they're inside, because when you drop these things on them, they have to be inside your base. Anyway, once you've done that, once you kind of put these 4 down, go ahead and start going this way. And I believe it was 25 after, but we'll count it together just so you kind of understand here. So we'll go in the assembly mode. So as you see right here, 4, and it goes in the middle. Now, the option for you to do here is if you just want to have one kind of like road going, you can. I decided to do a double road. The reason for that is when I made this base, a lot of the bigger pals used to get stuck all the time. I found that when I had 2, it didn't have anything going on in the base where it would disrupt the pal's pathing. So this base, again, has 100% pathing. Your pals will never get stuck. And I believe it was because of these 2. It's really up to you if you just want to do 1 or 2, but regardless, let's move on. So again, these 4 are right here, and we'll do it right after here. We'll start with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can actually switch over. 7. There is actually an 8 one right here. I just took it off because it kind of had this little footing here. But what it is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay? And then 21, 22, 22 on the other side. That's how big this whole thing needs to be, because that's how you're going to fit these bases in. Once you've done that and you actually want to put this one down, you want to, as you're counting, you want to go this way, and then you want to turn around this way and then go backwards like so, and then drop the base down when you can, because you want to get them as close as possible, just so you can kind of have this in the end, this little section where you're going to put like the little cantina. Now, here's the reason why I lifted it in the air a little bit. I'm going to try to find which one it is. There is a little water right here, as you see, because this little lake or whatever. So what I did was I used a combination of foundations, and I used a combination of roofs. So this one's actually not going to work right now because I messed it up. I'll have to remove this base right here and put it back in, but I'll do that here in a little bit. What you want to do is you just want to make sure that you put all of these down ASAP. I don't know why it's not working. I think it's that one's on it. I'll fix this here in a minute. I just have to break this one down and put it in there because it's kind of in the way. It gets a little buggy. Anyway, once you have done your path here fully, what you want to do is you want to extend it. And we'll do this one over here really quick before you do anything else. And we'll go in assembly mode. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to do 5 all the way around. All the way. And again, you're going to break these down later, but you want to do 5 all the way down to about right here, kind of at the edge. The reason for that is, and you want to do that on the other side as well, when you drop your breeding pens, and again, you can lift them in the air, put as many as you need, it will only clip correctly and kind of be able to bring to the road if there is an extended coverage in the back. So if you do it the entire way, you can move this one in, etc., etc. Anyway, that's how you do that one. And then on this side, what you want to do, again, is you want to make sure that the pathing works. When you get to about this one, you want to, as you see right over here, what I did here was I just pretty much took one of these stairs and I just kind of put it on the bottom. And I try to fit these in just a little bit. So it kind of has this little pathway here, and it looks really cool with the trees and the ground and etc. Because you really don't need to, this one doesn't need to be that high up, because we're going to take it down even further. So as you get this one in, you put these in. Again, right up around that tree, what you want to do here is you want to either take these down even further down. I like mine up a little bit, but you can actually take it down even further just by holding Alt. You can kind of switch the foundations where you want them. That's all I did. And again, I just made sure that I put the road and not covering these in. You want to make sure that you put these in first before making the road. That way you can easily make the road around it and etc. And your guys won't, get stuck or any of that stuff. So again, put these down first and then create the road around it. The next thing that you should do, and this is just, again, very easy to do, and I'll show you actually how to do it here, is this wall in the back. You really want to kind of position it, just outside your blue area, and you want to be able to cover all of it. And the easiest way to do this, and I'll actually show you right over here, we're going to rip some of these off, just like so. So when you are making these, if you go, again, you can use either of the, foundations that you want. I prefer the metal defensive wall, but it's up to you. It actually lets you clip it. And if you scroll your middle mouse in, you can kind of adjust it this way. Do you see that? And you just kind of want to make sure that it's perfect and so forth. So I didn't have mine 100% perfect, I'll be honest, because I was eyeballing it. But again, I'll fix this here in a little bit, just like so. Again, not 100% perfect, but what you can do is if you don't have any buildings up yet, this is why I suggest doing this first. You can literally just clip it and go take a straight line. Make sure that you start, by the way, on this side first. As you see, these are like all the way inside. I'm too lazy to fix it, but on my next build, I will actually start off right here with the wall, raise it up a little bit, and then as you kind of put it in order, it will be the same size all around. And the reason, again, you want to put that wall, there is a lot of those Jonin, those ninjas around here. And what they like to do is they'll attack your base. But if you have the walls, they can actually come in here and it'll kind of protect it. Plus, it looks really cool. So again, that is the foundation for the road and for the two main bases that you want to put together. Again, really quick, when you're putting this one, you want to make sure that you're facing this way, kind of towards, towards the other base. And when you're putting the other one, you want to make sure that you're facing towards this base. The reason for that is that when you load in, it'll load in on this side and not the opposite. So it just kind of gives it a little bit more of an effect. Let's move on. All right, going for the mining and stuff, I just wanted to show you guys something here really quick. So as you get the road down with these two, I just took it 1, 2, 3, 4 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. And pretty much after that, what I did was I took it from the first oil processing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 over 2, 3, and then fill it all the way around. After that, once you put all these in, you can put whatever the hell you want here. Like, for example, I have my stone here. Then I have the crude oil. Then right after that, I have the sulfur. I have the coal. I have the pure quartz, and as well as the ore. Now, I'll be honest, I don't think you need a lot of these. Like, for example, I just want to show you guys something. I have so much of these two that I'm not even using it enough. So I'm probably just going to leave it there and not pick it up anymore. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's just been sitting there forever. Anyway, once you have this area done, let's go over to the main production area because this is really what's important and this is what's going to take you the longest time. What you want to do here is you want to find kind of this little hill on the side and you want to start putting these foundations in. Now, what I like to do here is 1, 2, 3 over. Just kind of like that, just so it's like the first one is barely in, if you see it. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. The sixth one being the pathway that is all the way down. Now, again, it's very important that you do this way, and you want to make sure that you can drop stairs from this side as well as this side for the pathing issues. That way your pals don't get stuck. Plus, it gives it like a really cool theme here. Next, what you want to do, and again, I messed up here because I was playing around trying to figure out how to do this correctly with the different foundations and things like that, but you really don't need to do that for yourself. We can just make this a lot easier, and I'll show you that here in a second. So as you see right here, once you have dropped all of these down, okay, so we'll just take these two stairs out. Once you have dropped all of these down, okay, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and find stairs, any stairs that you would like. It doesn't really matter. I personally like the Japanese ones, okay? And what you want to do, again, very last thing here, is you want to put the foundations in here as well. You're not going to see these, but they're needed for the stairs, okay? And then what's going to do is if you put two of them just like so, when you go up here, you're going to be able to put a foundation on the very top of it, just like so, all the way around, and that can be your first floor. However, like I said, I kind of actually messed up on this because I was trying to get this perfect here that I messed up with the foundation. So you guys, again, can just do this the easy way without having to spend a lot of time on this. And then let me just put these back here. So once you have these, once you have this and you have these two foundations in, what you want to do then is you want to take it 1, 2, 3 over, okay? And you want to take it 1 over after the second stairs here. And then what you want to do after that is you want to take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. And again, you'll have some room here, but you want pretty much that is the full kind of area in the room here. Same thing over here. You want to just make sure that these two stairs will connect automatically to that, because if you did it the way that I just showed you before, this will be the perfect height for all of them. After that, what you want to do is when you kind of climb the stairs here, you want to leave this right here open. You want to leave it right here. And then after this, you want to take this 1, 2, 3 over. And then you want to put the glass too high because you're going to have the bigger pallets coming in. You want to make sure that you put the glass wall for them in here for like the view. And then after that, you can leave this open or you can just use the doors like I did. It's really up to you. And then over here, I made a 2-step where all my stuff is kind of like the first floor, where I have pretty much everything else in here. And again, if you just do this the right way, it should all fit in perfectly. So once you have this done here, 1, 2, you can put whatever you want in here. It was supposed to be like a small little balcony, kind of like a cafe. You know, if you ever been to Italy, they have these like all over the place. This is pretty much what I did. Then going for these right here, you can just use walls, by the way. You would just put walls in a big square, all the way up by 2, and then we can put your statues in here at night. This looks amazing, by the way. It's supposed to be kind of like the entrance to this. So all you got to do again is just put squares or the walls, put it up by 2 or even by 1, and then put it on top of it. Again, the reason why mine looks a little crazy, as you see, it's kind of like half over here, is because if you look right here, I actually, if you hold Alt and when you're placing your foundations, you can place them at different angles. So that's all that is just in like a different angle that I placed. You can, again, you don't have to do that. You can if you want, but it's really up to you. But again, all it is 2 of them, 2 squares with the walls, and then on top, I just put these statues in there because I thought they looked really, really cool. Over here is where I put pretty much all the fire stuff. I have the ovens, I have the production here. I also keep my, for the planium fragments, this is where I make it. There's plenty of room. Here's my suggestion, by the way, guys. This is like, if I'm going to readjust it, I would actually move this 1 more in and make this just a little bit bigger so there's a little bit more room here. Is it necessary? Absolutely not, but I do think it might help with the look. Anyway, so as soon as you have all this done, you can just finish it with the foundations, with the top ones all around. Make sure that you leave these 2 open for the stairs, etc., etc. After that, what I like to do is right over here, let me show it to you, right at the door again. So 1, 2 in, 1, 2 over. You want to block this area up and too high. Again, too high, because this is where it's going to be the entrance to the upper house. On top of that, it is going to be outside your zone, so we're just going to block it off, okay? At the very edge, I just made a stairway going up. 1, 2 over, stairs again, and then here is the house of it. Now, this house is, again, I made some adjustments to it, but it is from Epic Treasure. She actually made this house somewhat similar to, you know, from her. I kind of use her design as well. I want to make sure she gets the credit for it. This is her design. Again, I just made a few modifications to fit my house. You can put whatever the hell you want up here. I just wanted something so it kind of looked cool that it went with the building. If you go to her channel, you'll be able to actually see how to build this house properly and all that good stuff. She can explain it to you guys a lot better than I can. Anyway, so now that you know how to build that side, let's go over to this side. So right over here, you'll notice, as again, with that tree right there is our marker. If you kind of come down, you'll notice there is this big kind of mound that leads up here, and it's fine. You know, it is what it is. I just didn't like it. I wanted to put a place for all the production, you know, for all the other stuff. So what I did was I put foundations all the way down, 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, and then I put walls on top of them, or the pillars. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 pillars. Put them there, put 4 there, and then I put 4 right over here as well. And after that, what I did was I kind of closed this whole area off because, again, it's just a mountain, like this stupid mountains in the background. So I closed it off with walls to make it look like a big city. So again, you just take it all the way up. I did put this little thing here. Again, just instead of going, full up, I just made a little room so I can put it so it looks cool at night. But honestly, you don't need to do that. Again, stairs up to here, and then there's some room here. You can fit something in here. I just don't know what to put in there. I did put this here because there's actually a room here where I hide all the beds for all the pals in the base. The reason that I hide it is that a lot of the pals would get stuck no matter where I put these. So I just kind of hide them in the wall here. That way it's a way, as long as the base or the beds are in your base, the pals will just fall asleep where they are and they'll be fully rested. They don't necessarily need to actually sleep on the bed. So this is pretty much what I did. Again, let's go over it one more time. So right over here, going up is the stairs, 4 here, then stairs, 1 foundation, stairs, 1 foundation, and stairs. Now, here's the really cool part. This whole area up here is actually can be really even once you put the, the combination of foundations as well as ceilings. Okay, you can actually put your, whatever the hell you want up here. I just didn't have any other ideas. So I had, the 3 machines up here, the weapon assembly, I had the production assembly and the sphere assembly, as well as the PAL the assembly conveyor. And then I put, the repair section as well as the workshop up here. Because of the way that this works with these, the pals will actually not get stuck, and I use Anubises, so they come up here all the time to, make whatever I need to be made. They're super, super easy with it, and it just works perfectly. If this house, by the way, is an exact copy of that house over there, if you guys were wondering, you can just build whatever else you want on here. It's really up to you. I just like this a lot here, especially when I fly in at night or whenever somebody visits. If you look at this tree right here, and it has a fruit in it. So that fruit has these, night fireflies going all over the place at night, as does that one. It just looks really cool at night. And the sakura trees glow, so it just really, really sets it off. So again, that is how I made this base. Now let's go over to the other base so you can see again how I did this one. I actually fixed this again super easily. So again, when you are putting down these breeding pens, you see right here, I had to extend it 1 over because then you can adjust it where you put it and you want to pull it directly by the road. All 4 of them. If you need more, you can put them all over this place. I left it empty for a reason, because if you guys want to put something in there, you absolutely can. Right over here on this side, I want to show you guys is I actually put the ranches here for the cakes and all that good stuff. Again, I find that this is the perfect spot for them. It has a little pond here. I have to actually figure this out because this my Anubis here is special. He keeps jumping in the river. I don't know why. So I have to every couple of days pick him up and just get him out of the damn river. So I put these blockers here, this little gate, so he wouldn't fall in there, but he still falls in there somehow. So I have to figure out where the problem is and just to kind of put a little wall there or something. But again, it's really, really up to you how you want to do this. Again, I just use the walls over here or the foundations and a mixture of them to kind of make it, go into the ground. So it has that sakura tree leaves look for it. As well as this is where I keep my food here. For all the pals, you also get one of these here every day if you have some free circuit boards and all that good stuff. This is, again, just a basic house that I made. It's, again, so basic that I'm not even going to show you guys how to make it. It's super, super easy. This is where I hide all the beds, by the way, up here, because it is really kind of over that blue line, so they can't really use it anyway. So it's just I made it two stories high just so I can fit all the beds. But it definitely needed something on this hill. It kind of felt empty when I put that house in there. It just looks really, really cool. The other thing that I really like here is, again, this is where I kind of keep my condenser. But over here is I made 3 or 4 houses. And again, these are just walls and roofs and all that good stuff. But it just looks really, really cool with this. Kind of like a little pathway where people live in this town, New Mandalore. As you see over here, I just use the stone foundations to kind of make it look like, you know, a broken road and etc. This is also where I would put more foundations to make sure nothing falls over. Again, when you're making these, if you need the foundations, go ahead and put them in there. If not, don't worry about them. This is where I keep all of my stuff that I need for my food, etc. I have 5 of each, 4 berries, and then on this side, I keep a combination. I'll actually show you guys. I keep onion, potato, and then carrot and carrot, which is so much. I'm actually show you guys. I think I went a little overboard. I don't think I need that much. Like if you look at my food, yeah, and then I also had to get a second fridge because it was just too much, and that one's even full. So I have a guild storage here. Even that's getting full, so I might have to figure out what the hell to do with that. Over here, by the way, on this side, since we have the room, this is where you want to put 10 of these power batteries, the accumulators. As long as you have 10 of them and you have these 2 horses with a 1, you only need 1 large power generator. If you have 10 of these hidden over here, you will never run out of electricity in the entirety of 24/7 as long as, you know, these are going. Now, we play on a dedicated server, so this server never turns off. It is always going. I have never been without power since I got the horses, bred them correctly, and these 10. So it's like a really easy trick for you to do. That way you will always have power in your base. Even when they fall asleep, I do not have nocturnal on them at all. They just, because of these 10, they never fall asleep. Okay? So I hope that was easy to understand. Again, feel free to slow the video down when you're making these and go from there and let me know what you guys think. Oh, really quick. I forgot to show you guys the little cantina. So again, this is just 1, 2, 3 over, and then 4. That's just the middle area between the 2 bases because you can't squish them together. There's like 4 little spaces in between. All I did was I just put some walls up, as you see right over here. Walls, and then I just made a little like a little small cantina. The bad thing is because it is outside your area technically, it is not going to come out of your inventory, so you got to keep the stone and wood on you when you're making these. But again, super easy. It just kind of connects the 2 bases together into one big base, which is really cool. Again, what you wanted. This right here, by the way, is a little trick that I learned. 1, 2, 3, just pillars. I put them all over the base. When I was practicing for the gas, or whatever the hell they're called, the oil refineries that you go and fight for them. This is like an easy way that I used to practice to kind of climb up as I was, you know, flying in there. I would have 2 of these and just made sure that I could like fly in the entirety. See, he fell. I don't know how he fell. Again, this guy. I have to figure that out. Anyway, you don't need to put the pillars up. I just did them when I was training, and they're like super easy because I can get I can get around from one house to the other. Here's the other thing that it kind of worked out really. It was not planned. I promise you guys. It just worked out really well. If I go from the very top of this house up here, like if I'm taking, if I want to move over the night to day, if I come out, I can actually go from here directly to this one. So it just kind of happened by accident, but it's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you again. I hope this was easy to follow. If you guys need more help, if you guys need me to actually break this whole thing down and build it stone by stone, let me know. We can build it together. But I really do think if you just follow these steps, you should be able to build this pretty easily. See you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.